EC Details, back with an episode, and I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling good. I'm doing just fine. Sometimes I just feel like breaking out in a song. Look, if I could make my channel into like a Glee channel where we're detailing and singing, I think that would be dope. But in this video, we're gonna go over this new ceramic coating and how we're gonna get to that process. We have right now a brand new ceramic coating that Armour Detail Supply has created, and this is their spray-on wipe off ceramic coating. Let me tell you about this. When I was inside Georgie, can you be inside Georgia? Depends. The state. Get your mind out of the gutter, okay? Stop. When I was at Georgia, I was talking to Brad, and I was in the middle of wanting to take care of my dad's cars. You know, I've never detailed his cars at my age before. You know what I'm saying? So he actually overnighted me version 2 of this. And we used it super easy, high heat. We actually used it in like 85-degree heat. And the humidity was so hot that my cousin neck started sweating. So he sent me this. This is their final revision of their brand new ceramic coating, spray-on phobic. What is so unique about this? Let's talk about it. You get the darkening effect of quartz. Now, if you haven't used ADS quartz, I'm gonna put the links in the description below. EC10, get you 10% off. Quartz is one of the best ceramic coatings for consumers. I'm saying that now. It won my award for 2023. Super easy to use, darkening effect. The hydrophobics are insane. But this one, he said that you wipe on, immediately wipe off. You could spray it on. You could put it on with a applicator, and it's easy as 1, 2, 3. But you get quartz vibes in the darkening effect, the richness of the paint, and also the hydrophobics. So you get it wet 4 hours, and you can actually torture test it in 24 hours. So I am super stoked to try this. What we did to the car so far was we washed it and we deconned it. I used the new Hydra V3. Video's coming on that. It is absolutely wild. I used Hydra V3 to wash the whole car. I actually used the same solution to do a decon, and then I did an iron remover outside. I'll play some of those clips here. And the goal of it was to get it as clean as possible so I could go in and do my paint correction. Paint itself, after we washed it, after we deconned it, we're going to polish it, and we're going to do that together. We're going to do a one-step using the gold standard and their pad here. So these two go hand in hand. We're going to see if we can remove some of the scratches, or if we have to up the pad to a blue pad while using this. Our panel prep of choice today is going to be Armour Detail Supply's panel prep. No, I don't believe in the crap that they say where you have to use their panel prep with their coatings. I don't believe in weird science, so I'm gonna use whatever I want. I'm starting to really like their panel prep. And then for the glass, I'm so stoked about this part. Bro, I'm using this. One of the best glass cleaners in the game, Invisiglass for the glass. And then we're gonna coat the car, and we're going to get it done. So let's go through the process of polishing the car together. We'll see how it looks with just a one-step, speed 5 or 6, slight pressure to see how much of these scratches I could get out, so we can get this car coated. Let's roll. What you're trying to find out is if, let me show you this here. So we have a whole bunch of swirls and scratches, and you can see that on the paint itself. Yes, it's a new car. I'm not sure why there's so many swirls and scratches, but we're gonna get it looking right. This is a Toyota, so paint is generally softer on a Toyota. I say generally because some Toyotas be coming out of the gate feeling harder than some other paint, so there's some inconsistencies. So let me get you just one squeeze. I do 2 because I'm greedy, and then you see how it spreads on the compound. I'm gonna do this section here, and the goal is to do some. I don't have to tape off trim, and then you just want to work your compound in. Things about the gold standard compound is I love how, you know, it has oils in it. You can tell it has some oils. It's body but you can see how, I'll get you in here so you can see what I'm talking about. Do you see this section here? You have that lubriciousness, but I'm gonna use my thing so you get closer here. And you can see it. We took all of it out. I'm not chasing perfection here. They didn't pay for that. So that's all they're gonna get. It's about an 85 to 90% correction. So I did the DIY gold standard. I really do love that compound. I really do love the way that works. But I wanted to show you what I mean by one step. What I mean by not chasing that swirl or scratch, and making sure your time is accounted for, because when you're getting paid, right? So if you learn anything from me, I'm not greedy, but my time is expensive because I got 3 people who mean more to me than this car, and that's my wife and kids, right? So I want to use Labo Cosmetica Leale. It's made for medium cut. We're going to use a orange pad, so I don't want you to think that I'm up, well, you use a blueberry, of course it's going to do it, right? I'm going to mix my compound. We're going to do this section right here together. We're going to work that in, and I'm going to do a section, same hand speed, same crosshatch pattern, just to see which one gives me the better result. That's all she wrote. And actually, oh. All right, here's what I'm gonna say. Oh. In this instance, this combo's giving me more. Does that mean that the gold standard combo sucks? No, I think this is a little more aggressive pad, and maybe that has a little more. I'm not gonna sit here and coddle its balls, okay? Here's the thing. This is doing a little more for me, so I intend to use Leale with this. A couple things that I did, and here's why I did it. So I went back to this, the gold standard. Let me explain what I did. I felt like, you know what, dude? Same time, same passes. I went back to a blue pad. I went to a blueberry pad, buff and shine. I went to a gold standard, and I got the paint looking almost 100%. You're like, why'd you do that? Because I was like, I'm doing the time anyway. I felt like I was being a real douche in the morning. Nonetheless, went back to this, got every single bit off the paint with the blue pad, gold standard, and absolutely busting. What I have in this right here, and this is what we're doing next. The whole car has been polished. We are doing the inside. We are coating the inside. But I have plastic on here that it looks like they put Armour on it. Shout out to Armour All. And what I have in this bottle is stars and stripes. You see that? Take off your blazer, loosen up the tie, win the Chemex hat. Eddie is alive. No, look, listen. Chemex is coming in real strong lately. Now, no joke, dude. American made. Boy, Bob is chill. Anyway, I'm using heavy duty in this 30-to-1. How you do it is right here says 20-to-1. Oh, right here says 20-to-1. I just went down half a notch. Boom. And I filled that up with their APC. Now I'm making an APC. What I'm going to do is take a proper, this is what it's called. It's a proper brush, okay? Boar's heads. You see that? Boar's heads right here. I'm going to spray this in here. I'm going to go to the plastic. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the plastic real quick so you get that kind of interesting scenario. And I got to take this grease off of the plastic. So let's roll here. This is safe on all interiors, all exteriors at this dilution. I'm going to hit that up. What I like about their APC is it foams up any dilution. Don't matter, dude. Thing is a foamer. And why are you using a brush? Why not just a towel? Because I want the agitation to get in the pores of those plastics, because I'm going to use the new Phobic to actually do all of the plastics. Now the plastics looks like the sheen went away, which praise the Lord it did, because it was kind of greasy. All right, let me move you over here. Right there, you know what I'm saying? The grease. Like I said, 30-to-1. That's what I have this bad boy at. 30-to-1. And I'm gonna hit all the plastic up like that. Make sure I don't scratch the paint. Take your time. And I'm using the Boris Heads brush to do more of a scrubbing on that. Take your rag, knock it down. Plastics are clean. Now I can panel prep it, and I can add Phobic to this and not have to stress about the plastics itself. So just going around the whole car. Nice hat, Bob. Shout out to Bob for sending. He sent me. I didn't pay for this, but I feel like I should have. Dope hat. I love hats, by the way. I'm gonna finish the rest of the whip. I'm gonna do the rest of the plastic. We're gonna come back. We're gonna panel prep. Then we're gonna go over the last scenario of us doing this. You know. We finish. We finish. We finish. We finish. I feel like DJ Khaled should be hitting me up about his super slick. I don't know. Anyway, hear me out. Panel prep time. So what we did was I went around the car. I got the grease off. I'm gonna hit it with this. and then we're gonna do phobic on this section. What I want to do is leave the glass alone. I'm only gonna test one section for the glass to see if that actually could be used, phobic could be used on the glass. But usually I like to leave the glass last and then see if I'm gonna seal it or not. Let's go over the panel prep. I've been testing this, so if you haven't yet, on my Patreon, these tests are coming, and I do special giveaways for them. You can ask people on Patreon stuff that you shouldn't be giving away because they'll take your access. I do because YOLO. All right, but we are doing also a tire dressing test, which is going to come out to them too before you all. But let's go over this section here. Let's test it. All right, why are you doing this section always? Because I always go around the car, so I always start the same spot. That's my, that's how I roll. I put a lot on. Anytime I test the panel prep, the goal of it is to see if it's gonna take off everything and how much, and then there's a streak. And you could tell there's zero streak on this. And I left some polish on this section of the car here. So I always overspray. That's way too much. But again, the goal is to see if this panel prep over time will streak on me if I over apply or leave some residue behind. And like I said, I have yet to do this with this one. Detox I had an issue with that required 12 towels, not my favorite. This one, I could use one towel, come in and get the whole car, and it's easy. So we're gonna finish doing that. Also hit your plastics up, make sure you take that, neutralize it a bit. All right, here's where we're at. We're gonna coat this sucker. But let's talk about my experience. I have things here to talk about. So we put phobic inside of well, I had 1 ounces. I don't know where they went, but inside of a new sprayer, I put 1 ounce in there. 1 ounce should be enough to do way more than this car. I have a applicator pad. Like the heck is that Next Gen one? I'm kind of liking the thinner ones, just testing it. I panel prep the car with ADS panel prep. Again, you can find these in the links in the description below, right here. And I polished the car with Gold Standard and a blue pad from Buff and Shine. So that's where we're at. So now let's get going. So here's what Brad and DJ told me. They told me, Eddie, in angry Italian voice, because that's the Brad 90% times he's freaking angry, bro. Like, don't know why. He needs, you know what you need, Brad. So he's like, do it 2 ways. You could put it on like a coating. You could put it on, spray and wipe. You only need 1 towel. And the wipe off, they said, is automatic. So we're gonna test it on the plastic. We're gonna test it on the coat, on the window. We're gonna test it on the paint. And they're big game talking about it. I'm excited for it. You know, 2 years on a spray coating reminds me of Next Gen without mixing the cross-linking. So if they got this right, this is gonna be a monster. Or this is, because all I did was dilute it. So they are gonna sell it in 3 ounces. Not sure the price, but if the price is anywhere between 80 and 90 for a 2-year coating, spray on, game over. You know what I'm saying? Game over. So let's do this portion first. I'm gonna spray that on. Holy crap. Bro, that is slick. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. First impression. It's kind of like, you know, when you kiss the girl of your dreams. Slickness is up there. It's up there, slicker than quartz. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just freaking wild. It's spray on, spray off. Let me put it on here. I'm gonna do a couple sprays on here. I'm gonna put it on like a coating. We'll see what kind of flash times we get, but so on. First impressions were great. You can see that it flashes way fast, dude. I think you could do 2 panels at a time, but you can see how it flashes way fast. Yes, dude. Yes. This is the coating that we didn't ask for, but we needed. All right, cool. I'm gonna try the plastic here, see what kind of darkening effect. He didn't mention that it will darken the plastic. We're gonna get up close and personal here. I am gonna spray it on my applicator, and we're gonna do this section here just to see if it does darken it. And we'll do a before and after. Yep, it does. It gives it a rich look. Okay, cool. I have my watch here. I have 1:31. 1:31. I'm gonna see how fast they get this done. I'll be back. I'll tell you the time. 150. I think I started at 131. I missed some spots, so I had to go back and panel prep some things. I'm going to tell you this time, I thought to myself, it couldn't be any better. Someone does it better. I'm going to explain what I just said. Hydra V3, Hydra Phoenix EOD V3 is going to turn heads. Okay. Panel preps, ADS is up there, top 3. The gold standard, it's a monster, right? Vision glass is just a different level. This, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about my experience with this here. Phobic from ADS spray-on coating is one of the best spray-on coatings I have ever used. Next Gen I thought was goated. This might be the Ken to its Ryu. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I feel like I'm playing Street Fighter. The only thing about this is you don't have to mix anything, straight use. I used about ½ an ounce of my 1 ounce to do the whole car. I did the plastics as well. It darkens plastic. The wipe on is like this. You spray it on, you start to wipe, automatic slickness. The slickness is unreal. The gloss, the saturation on this paint is tremendous. I'm gonna play the clips of the car here so you can see the deepness of the gloss, the deepness on the plastics. It gives it a nice richness. And then on the glass, it worked. Do I know how long it's gonna last? Have no effing idea. So I'm gonna have to put this on my Tesla. Tesla is gonna get the last review of Ethos and ADS, and then this is going on the whole Tesla. It's time to test this long term, because if this is as good as I think it's gonna be, it might take the best coating of the year for me. Maybe. Best coat, maybe. No mixing, no freezing. I'm gonna take this, turn it, put it inside of my thing. We'll see how it compares to Next Gen. I'm gonna do Next Gen on half of my Tesla. I'm gonna do this on the other half, and we're gonna test to see which one is the best spray coating in the game. But this one came to play. This one came to play. Phobic from ADS is doing God's work. I'm gonna say about that. I want to tell you this. If you watched this far, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for watching these videos. I'm going to show you clips of the car completed. We're going to jump on the inside. We're not going to record the inside for this one. But everything I used in this video, links in the description below. Those coupon codes actually go back to you. And I want to explain myself a little more. Huge giveaways, right? I try to save the giveaways for the live, but also for the Patreon. But when we hit 7,000, I do intend to do a giveaway. It's going to be pretty big. It's my goal. I'm trying to get one sponsor to see if they can help me sponsor something, but it's going to be a pretty big giveaway at 7,000. We're at 6,260 or something like that. So just hit the like, hit the subscribe, join the community, and if you like this kind of content, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts below. For me, this coating was absolutely a pleasure to use. With that said, this is Eddie Cologne. I'm out. Out.